Hi, my name is Marie McAndrew, and I'm the MLS Director for Monmouth Ocean Board of Realtors. Today, I'm going to give you a quick introduction to FlexMLS. When you log into Flex, you come to what we call our dashboard. We have multiple dashboards already created for you. Each one of those have different gadgets. Gadgets are these squares that you see here. For instance, I have contacts, Flex MLS platform by FBS, display listings, multiple gadgets already on my screen. You can customize your dashboard by going up here to the right and clicking the drop-down. There you have the ability to add gadgets, change the layout, rename, or if you choose, you can make a dashboard your default by just clicking Make Default. The other dashboards available to you are located here on the left, and there is a drop-down arrow. So I would take a moment and go through those different dashboards. When you choose the one you like, just click there, go over to Customize, and you would make it your default. Right under Flex MLS, you will see the word Menu. To the right of that is your menu bar. These are the options that I've chosen to be on my menu bar. If you click the word Menu, these are all the options you can choose to add to your menu bar. It only has so much room, so what you're going to want to do is choose the ones that you use the most. If you notice, MORR here has a yellow star next to it. The yellow star would indicate that I have that item on my menu bar. You do not see the yellow star until you place your cursor on the word, and you have the ability to click the star to then add it to your menu. I would go through these different items, and I'm going to give you a few selections that I think you would use the most. Many agents will have quick search. They don't usually use find. That's something I use as a member of the MLS department. Or MLS number search, or address search. Contact management is something you're going to want to have. Definitely my sent emails. Realist tax search. Realist is the tax area of our MLS. Your hot sheet, and maybe even save searches. You also can add MORR, which take you directly to our website. When you choose the items that you want on your menu bar, you can go over here to the right and click Reorder. When you click Reorder, you can click and drag any of these items and put them in whatever order you like. Once you're satisfied with the order, click the word Save, and it will now appear like that on your menu bar. Right up here to the right is one of my favorite parts of the system, which is the Quick Launch bar. The Quick Launch bar allows you to have multiple tabs opened at the same time. For instance, if I wanted to do a CMA, I would start typing CM, and you can see already it comes up in my dropdown. The key to using the Quick Launch bar is not to click on the words or the letters or the numbers. You should always go to the right and click on New Tab. What that does is open up your selection in a new window, so you don't have to lose what you were working on. Say, for instance, I looked up a listing, and I'm typing in the numbers 220, just a hint. When you see something that starts with 220, that means that that listing was entered in the year 2020. For 219, it was entered in 2019. And you could go on. Now, I wanted to look at 147 Raccoon Lane in Barnegat. I am not going to click on the MLS number, nor am I going to click on the letters. I'm going to click on New Tab. And what that does is bring up that listing for me in a new tab. So I have the option to go back and forth between the different tabs. It will give you a brief description at the top so you know which tab, what it contains, and never lose my work. Always remember to hit New Tab when you're in that area. Right now, I'm going to take you to the menu again. This time, I'm going to take you down under Daily Functions, and we're going to go under Preferences and look at General Preferences. I'm going to give you a couple of hints and just touch upon the things that I think will help you the most. The first area of the General Preferences refers to when you do a search within Flex. You're going to want to choose a private version. This is already set as a default for you. We have two different versions of a report in a search result, the private and the public. The public is a report that you would give to your clients, whether through email or printing out. It does not contain all the fields that you would see in a report. For instance, it takes away the listing agent's information and the listing company information. It takes away the agent remarks, the compensation area. The private version will show you everything that's on that listing. Because this is what you're going to see when you create a search in the system, you're always going to want to have the private version. And then again, we've set some defaults for you. For instance, an MO full report, that would be the report you would see when you pull up the search results. MO stands for Monmouth Ocean, and this report was designed for us by Flex, for our agents specifically. So when you log in, that MO dot in front of your agent ID, this allows Flex to know that you're logging into the Monmouth Ocean area of the MLS, where it has many specific things just for our members. If you scroll down, you'll see in the email version, there's the option for the public. And that should be chosen for you as a default because you're going to want to email or print a public version for your clients. The other items I just want to point out to you are you can have your hot sheet emailed to you every morning. You would just come in here. You would change it from none to custom. And I will show you in a moment where you can go in and create that custom hot sheet. I suggest when you get to the part where it says listings to expire, it has 7 days as a default. Change that to 14. What happens here is that if a listing is going to expire, say in 14 days, the system will remind you on your dashboard under My Listings, and it also can be emailed to you, which I will show you in a moment. These are the different statuses that can be included under My Listings. Most agents want to see they're active, they're under contract, continue to show, closed, and temporary off the market. Right here under expiring listing notification, send email notification of expiring listings. Change that to 14 days also. The reason being is that we here at the MLS will extend an expired listing for you within a 24-hour period of the expiration date. Sometimes things happen. Maybe you didn't receive the paperwork back in time, or maybe your processor who handles this in your office was out sick, and you did not get that extension in. We at the MLS will do it only within 24 hours of that expiration. We would need the signed extension form. And again, only within 24 hours of that expiration date. If it expires on a Friday or over a weekend, we will do it for you, but we must hear from you first thing on Monday morning. Those are the items I just wanted to call your attention to. If you make those changes, just go to the bottom and click on Save. If you go to your hot sheet, and right here is where I have my hot sheet located, you'll come to what is the hot sheet page. Please scroll down and go to Custom Hot Sheet Settings. This was what we chose to have emailed to us. So you would go in here and you would create your custom hot sheet. In the first column, you will see what we call a history event. That refers to new listings, price change, closed, pending, etc. I suggest that you click Select All. It does not mean that you have to look at them every time you look at your hot sheet, but it's so much easier to have that option available to you for maybe that one time you want to see a text change than to have to come back, make that selection, change the time frame, and rerun your hot sheet. So I suggest you select all. If you notice, we come to the middle column. Just ignore the time for the time being and come right here to where it says Quick Search. The hot sheet is designed for you to set up the areas that you work in. It's not designed for you to base it on a search for a client. So what you're going to want to do is make your selections according to where you concentrate on your business. For instance, maybe your property types are only residential and residential rentals. In order to choose more than one item in this area, you have to hold your control key down. So you would click residential and residential rental. If you're on a Mac, it would be your command key. You can choose as many as you like, and if you scroll down or scroll up, this is all that you're going to see. Now you will go down and pick your counties. Once you choose the counties, the municipality should filter according to the counties that you have selected. Again, don't base this on a search for a client. Select the municipalities that you concentrate on because a hot sheet is designed for you to be able to look up the newest information since the last time you ran it. It will give you updated information on the municipalities that you have chosen. So if you get your hot sheet in the morning and then choose to run it later in the afternoon, the afternoon will only give you what's new since the last time you ran your hot sheet. Once you choose your municipalities, we strongly suggest you do not choose an area section or a complex subdivision because this is a filter and the system's going to return to you what you select. For instance, if I chose Barnegat and then said, well, I do work in Barnegat Township and chose that, the system is only going to give me the return of listings that have Barnegat and Barnegat Township in it. Because it's a filter, it will not give me the other information from other area sections. The same thing as if you choose a complex subdivision. The system will give you a return of only listings that are contained within that municipality and that complex. Why do we have this available then? Some agents may work primarily in adult communities, and they work in certain subdivisions, and that is where they concentrate their business. So that is why we have those options available. But most of the time, you're not going to choose those. If you look in the third area, it's where you can run a saved search. Every saved search that you have will eventually show up here. If you don't have any right now, don't be alarmed. When you create them and then come back to this area, they will show up. In order to save your selections and run your hot sheet, go to the bottom, the middle column, and click Run Quick Search Hot Sheet. It will tell you the information since the last time you ran it. Over here to the left, there is a drop-down arrow, and it will show you what's new listings or price changes or closed. These are all the options that we wanted to select. You don't have to look at them every time, but they are available to you. If you click on them, you can look at them this way, or you can choose the detail report located up here, which will give you the thumbnail photo and also give you the full report. That is how you set up your hot sheet. Say you decided that you ran your hot sheet and you wanted to add some more municipalities, or maybe you added too many. What you do is go back to your hot sheet, scroll to the bottom, click on Custom Hot Sheet Settings, and you can come back in here and add as much information as you like. You want to add some more? Make sure to hold your control key down and choose municipalities that you want. Now I want you to just draw your attention to the top of the screen where we have dates and time. This will tell you when the last time you ran your hot sheet. I ran this hot sheet at 7:15 p.m. on April 15th. The purpose of the hot sheet is to show you what's new, the areas you've selected since the last time you ran it. Say you came back here and you said, you know what? I was away on vacation and I want to see what's new for the past 7 days. Anytime you're running a search that has a time constraint, you will see 2 arrows available to you in the system. If you click on those arrows, it gives you the ability to change the way you search in time. For instance, I clicked on those arrows and I no longer have the calendar and the time. I now have the option to go by days back. You can go up to 45 days in your hot sheet. I'm going to change this number to 7. In order to get the results, I'm going to scroll to the bottom and click on Run Quick Search Hot Sheet. Not only will this give me the results for the past 7 days, but it will also save those extra municipalities that I've now added. So when I click Run Quick Search Hot Sheet, I will get the results for the past 7 days. Again, you can go over here to the left and choose whatever you want to look at.